What's up, guys? Nice and early, 6 a.m. Just about to go and do a morning run to the beach. Finally being consistent with the running. Yeah, I like to come out here in the morning and listen to nature. It's funny how, like, growing up, you just change as a person, and I need that stillness. I need more mindfulness. You should try it, like going outside in the morning first thing, coming off your phone and just being still and just listening to the birds, the insects, the noises of nature you can hear, because there's like a river down here. There's lots of animals, birds, and it's just nice to like ground yourself and center yourself, because otherwise you're just in autopilot for most of the day. You're not really taking that time to be still and just collect yourself and see how you actually feel. I do a lot of work with our mental performance coach on the team, and she helps me with many different things to do with just mindset. And we do a call every single month with me and the coaching guys, and we talk about all things mental health, performance. Yesterday we talked about like a functioning depressing person. Essentially what it is they're not in bed, they're not sat doing nothing. You might have experienced this before, where you just feel like numb. You don't feel that happy, joyful. You wake up and you're just going through the motions, and you just kind of telling yourself it has to be done, without realizing that you actually potentially feel shit and depressed. So that was a good call yesterday. But coming out here in the morning is definitely something I like to do. A little bit of breath work and just stillness. It's crazy. Like, I'm someone who has high stress levels, a lot of people to feed, a lot of pressure on myself, and taking that little bit of time just definitely helps. So yeah, besides that, just getting ready. Juicy's going to be filming with one of his friends, driving. Hopefully I don't get knocked over. That's one of the worst things about these roads, especially going where we're running to. Just hectic sometimes. So early in the morning is not too bad. I'm going to run to the beach, one of my favorite spots, overlooking the ocean. Is just bliss. What a fucking life. Besides that, just attacking the day. Let's get it.
These hands of mine have got some stories to tell. Seen parts of heaven and a whole lot of hell. Headed west to stake a claim in the ground. I got as far as Cripple Creek that night. I met a girl with golden hair and green eyes. Fell in love on the outskirts of town. On my head, figured I'd stick around. Hey, the part of me that longs to hold her at night would bury any man that don't treat her right. I'm gonna love and live and kill and fight my whole heart till death.
Juice paid 12k in the bag, about 5:20 pace. Pretty nice. You can probably see, and I hope Juicy makes sure of it, sometimes the roads in Bali are so difficult to like run on, walk on. It's so hard, like you're just literally gonna get knocked down all the time. Sorry, brother. So that was one of today's runs. But yeah, feeling lean, definitely
tightened up a little bit, lost a little bit of weight, getting back into the gym after 4 weeks off. Yeah, feeling good, man. Like, this is, it's like one of the places to come. In the morning, 6 a.m., nice and quiet, good breakfast, good coffee, really chill vibes. For me, this is what Bali's all about. You just gotta be careful because these beaches, the sea is absolutely wild. Like, the ocean in Bali, you've got to be careful, guys. I remember up down in Sese, where I used to live, I went into the sea after boxing one day and I literally thought I was going to drown. It happens all the time. People do drown on a daily here because it's like a surfer's paradise. So yeah, make sure you're careful when you come here. What's up, guys? This is the total body fuck up. Why I call it that is because we're lifting heavy as possible at around 10 to 15 rep range, and we're taking pretty much no rest throughout. The only real rest is when we're going to be on the assault bike. So this is a type of workout that pushes you in a place of fatigue. So you're under fatigue and you're trying to lift heavy. And a lot of the time you don't experience that because usually when you're lifting heavy, bodybuilding training, strength training, what do? You have long rest, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. So this style of training for me, it allows me to have that edge because I'm putting myself under fatigue in such a difficult position where I'm tired, I'm gassed out, I can't fucking breathe, but then I'm lifting heavy. So let's get into it. I'm gonna be doing barbell squats, dumbbell chest press, dumbbell rows, and the assault bike, step ups with the D-ball, and dumbbell hang clean and press. So a bit of a full body. I'm gonna do 4 rounds, and then at the end of the round, I'm gonna be doing 400-meter run on the treadmill. So I'm gonna try and talk a little bit during this workout, chat some shit, and have some fun. Gonna be blasting the tunes as well. So let's get into it.
I've been in the darkness for 40 days. I've been searching for holy flames, a sign to light up the way. So can you help me out? Can you help me out?
After every strength exercise, I'm going to be doing 10 calories on the assault bike and then finishing off on 400-meter run. So really, we've lifted heavy and now we're straight into 10 calories. Under fatigue, that's what I like to fucking do. Gives you that edge, baby. Let's go. Yeah. 100 kilos on the bar.
'Cause So can you help me out? Oh, can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? But can you help me out?
Biggest motivation is my daughter when she realizes who I am as a man in society. And I don't just mean being jacked and being fit and athletic and being able to defend myself and be dangerous if needed, but being a provider and supporting my daughter and family on the emotional level, being vulnerable with them, not letting my emotions get the better of me and lashing out, getting angry, getting aggressive, saying nasty things, being in control, being stoic, and expressing love in a way that comes across and nurtures my daughter. So this, when I'm here hustling and grinding, I'm putting the work in, putting those extra hours in at night with the business and making the extra call, doing one more sale, one more post, one more DM. It's all for that, really. Because if that doesn't motivate you, your family and your children, I don't know what will, to be honest. That's where I think a lot of children have a bit of a reckless upbringing with no real support there. And they're left to their own devices and they go out into the world and they don't have many tools. And a lot of the time they go down the wrong path, which ends up being either suicide, drugs, or crime, and just hanging around with the wrong people. So I've got to be a leader. I've got to be a leader for my family. That's the fucking goal, guys. Let's put that work in and pay those dues every fucking day.
Well, can you help me out? Can you help me out? I've been scared to look in my soul. I've been afraid I would follow the road. Yeah, afraid of the things I've been told. So can you help me out? Oh, yeah. Can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or are you speaking now? Are you speaking now?
You love this shit, dog? Oh yeah. Hard work pays off, motherfuckers. Sweat equity. It's what matters. Hard work. You only feel good after a hard day's work. One hour, 3 minutes, 4 rounds. Let's go. That's a killer. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. Guys, you just got to put the work in. A lot of people want the result without the work. It's inevitable. If you want to succeed, you have to put the work in. It's not fucking glamourful. It's not. It's fucking shit a lot of the time. Most days you don't want to get up and do it, but you got to do it anyway. And if you're consistent with it, you're going to win and you're going to succeed. I've been in this game now 12 years. I've been running my online coaching business for nearly 7 years. And now it's a craze, it's a hype. And there's a lack of authentic coaches who actually can coach, not just post content and just research a bunch of shit and then just read it off a script. You look at the physique, you look at their business, you look at the results of the clients, you can't see it. So look at the people who get the results. Look at the people who actually put the work in terms of their physique. They walk the walk. So that's what I'm all about. That's what I want to be known for. Hard work pays the bills, man. That's today's session complete. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a go. Put your body under fatigue in uncomfortable positions. That's what for me it's all about. This is so taxing on the body, guys. You need 2 days to recover. You really do. When you do heavy weights with cardio in between, it's a different ballgame. And I feel like when I do train with guys who haven't really pushed themselves in this realm, they'll do well for maybe half an hour. They always keep up for half an hour. But then it's the last 20, it's the last 15, it's the last 10. They just go. And it's because I do these types of workouts that, to be honest, aren't really good for your recovery, your central nervous system. You're really fatigued after it for a few days. But for example, when you're competing and when you're going 100% maxed out, this is how you're gonna feel. If you're doing a high rocks competition, nothing can prepare for that day when you're doing it. When you've got a rugby game, nothing can compare for that fucking final cup challenger. You go past the boundaries and you're fatigued, and doing stuff like this is not normal. It's not smart in that realm, but doing it, I think, will give you that edge over the competition, because they're not willing to do this type of stuff. Because guess why? It fucking sucks. Another reason, I'm in the heat. I'm not inside. I don't want to do it inside. I want to do it outside. I want to push myself. I want to be hurting. I want to be feeling pain. I want to be uncomfortable throughout the whole thing. Because when I go inside and when I'm in that all nice and cold air conditioning, I'm going to fucking crush that shit. So put yourself in uncomfortable positions. You learn something from today. That's what it's all about, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's get it. When you put your body through that intense stress on your central nervous system, on your lungs, on your heart, on your mind, you want to try and really bring your energy right down after the workout and relax and just take 10 minutes just to think and just collect to start the day. Because it's all good training like that, but when I want to get to work, I want to be calm, I want to be chilled, I want to be relaxed. So, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, the CEOs we work with, mindfulness practices. I work with my mental performance coach and therapist who works with my coaches and the team and all the clients. And it's so good to work on your mental performance. Not just when you're training, it's a little bit different. Mental performance comes in different ways. Mental performance, I mean resilience with pressures at home, pressures at work. I think people get it a little bit mixed up. Just because you're pushing yourself in the workouts, that mental strength, the mental strength at home, with the pressure to provide and to protect your family. We carry a lot of weight on our shoulders as men and as leaders, as parents. So just take that 10 minutes to just relax and just think and just collect your thoughts and think about what you've got to do for the day, or just think about nothing and just relax that mind. Getting these little rascals out. There's one in the vet still. One's poorly. Oh, there you go. scout, little scouty. This one's a little scout. Come here. Hey, come here. This one's the old little girl, little scout. Hey, little scouty. I think they all need a piss. She's full to the brim, I think. Where's she going? Come here. We got little Poppy. Come here. Hey. We got Poppy. She's a Bali dog. No Bali dog. Hey. And we've got Olive. This one just licks you to death, but she's pretty trained at the minute, to be honest. It's so funny. When they have a piss, watch. They all piss after each other. There we go, Scout, you like that, yeah? Oh, it's coming, there we go. She's next. Usually it's just back to back, all of them together. Olive, come here. Come here, you. Hey, come here. This one doesn't stop barking. Hey, dear. So we've got Olive. So one of them actually got a brain injury. Crazy. So the dogs were getting collected to go to the groomers, and I'm not naming any names, but the groomers basically didn't tie up the dogs in a harness properly on a scooter. So they've got like a big box at the back of the scooter that you put your dogs in, and basically just at the top of my road here, with a steep hill, one of the dogs jumped out and basically hit its head, and it's fucked. We thought the dog was going to die on the spot. It was like fitting, just squealing, screaming. I was just like, oh my god. So we rushed to the vets, went to another vet, and then I think it's been in now like 10 days. So I hope it's okay. It wasn't a very smart dog, so potentially got 0 brain cells left, but that cute little Raffy, I hope he's okay. Yeah, so 3 dogs in a minute, and we've got 1 at the vet. After a workout, I really want to make sure I'm getting in plenty of magnesium. This is magnesium citrate. This is going to be good for energy production, central nervous system, bones, muscles, and it just relaxes you after a workout, and all those lost electrolytes. It's really important. Something that always crops up with me and blood work is my kidneys. I'm very dehydrated, and it's because I train outside and I'm always sweating. I need to keep drinking so much fluid and liquids, but not just water, the electrolytes, the lost salts. It's really important. I drink a lot of water and I take plenty of electrolytes, but still, I'm always dehydrated. Getting your blood work done, for me, is super important, and we offer it at Physique Academy because you get to the root cause of what's actually going on with your health. A lot of you guys out there are probably taking certain supplements which potentially you might not even need or you might not be deficient in. So you get your bloods done, and then from there we can see what's actually going on, what you need to be taking, what supplements, potentially peptides, is your testosterone low, what can we do, are you optimizing your sleep, your hormones, and then what foods are you consuming to support gut health? Are you getting enough fats? Are you eating certain foods that potentially don't really agree with you, which you should be removing, or foods that you should be implementing, like probiotics, prebiotics, things that are good for your gut health. I really try and work on my gut health. It is your second brain. And when I really got ill from stress and I had bad acid reflux and my esophagus was burnt, my gut health was fucked. And it's a thing, and it's very common from entrepreneurs and really high performers, your stress and your emotions, if you don't release them and let them go and talk about them and do your breath work and do some meditation, mindfulness practices, it builds up. So make sure you get your blood work done. I really recommend everyone gets the blood work done. And that's what we offer at the PHYSIQUE Academy. It's an all-inclusive 360 program, and that's why we get some of the best results in the industry. I had a gentleman come on board the other day, and just to let you know, he went to the doctors, low testosterone. He's been given 2 medicines. It's basically fucked him up. He wasn't even focusing on his sleep. He wasn't eating enough fats. He wasn't training right. He wasn't taking the correct nutrition, the correct supplements to actually support muscle growth and his hormones. And I was like, dude, you've been misled by this doctor. He's an American guy. And in America, the system's fucked in the healthcare. You can pretty much get whatever you want. Go to the doctors, yeah, this is wrong. Okay, yeah, take this, take that. But what happens, you take something and then there's a cause and effect, and another area of your body will potentially be detrimental. So it's key. I truly believe what we offer is better than a lot of the doctor's advice because we go to the root cause. They don't do the vigorous tests that we do, but also think about this, we check you in on a weekly basis and make adjustments to the program and make adjustments to supplementation and things like that. We're on top of you. You go to the doctors and then you might see them 6 months later, and they don't give you the protocol, they don't give you the diet advice, lifestyle advice. They just literally said to him, take this, without looking into all other of the lifestyle factors that actually are the building blocks for you to potentially build more muscle and optimize your health and get in great shape and just feel optimized. The guy was literally like working up till like 2 a.m. at night. His lights were so bright. I looked at him on the call, and after the call I rang him and I said, you don't look well. I'm sorry, I'll just be honest with you. You really don't look healthy. You look pale, you look gaunt, you look ill. And he was like, he started laughing. He was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, dude, like you've been lied to, you've been misled by doctors. And that's, for me, a massive fulfillment.
We got first meal of the day. We got 75 grams of white rice, smoked carrot, pineapple. We got beef and bone marrow patty, and then we got some chicken breast. Simple, effective. I'm eating 4 meals a day at the moment. I'm trying to get absolutely sliced. Probably been in one of the best mindsets when it comes to getting in really peak condition. We've got America in 3 weeks' time, so I want to be in peak physical shape. And having 4 weeks off, I've just come back to training again, and I just feel focused. I feel dialed in. Like when you're very motivated and when you are determined to achieve that goal, it's easy. It's not that hard to eat good, healthy, nutritious foods and stay away from the junk food and the processed crap. I don't really crave like a pizza or a burger or sweets, chocolate, anything like that. I just don't, because I'm focused. It's like the fish and a rice cake guy diet, which you might have seen. The guy was literally just eating fish, rice cakes. And when you're focused and really determined to achieve something, it's irrelevant, all these different highly palatable foods that people crave. So nutrition is the number one, man. Like when I was off and I had 4 weeks of no training, I didn't really gain much body fat.
I didn't really change much noticeably to other people. I definitely knew myself. But because my diet was on point, I still stayed in really good fucking condition. So let's get stuck in. I was having a conversation the other day to an inner circle client, and he's got a big business, he's got a few different businesses, and he was talking about how his staff and his employees just order pizza all the time and like junk food. And I was like, listen, tell them no and order some healthy meals in. Like, order some grilled chicken, some rice, some steaks, whatever. But allowing your team to eat junk food, and a lot of them will be out of shape. They won't be in peak condition. I know, I've seen. It's just an old school mindset of like that corporate life. I remember when my brother worked in the center of Manchester, and he used to send me videos and pictures. Every Friday, they would have like, just towards the end of shift, they would order beers in. And then there'd be pizza, and then there'd be Krispy Kreme donuts. And I'd just sit there like, what is going on with this fucking place? Like, the worst type of food to be like fueling your staff up with. And it's just not a good culture to have. And the entrepreneurs and the business leaders that we have on board, we really try and tell them about changing up the way they approach food in a work environment, in the kitchen. Get rid of the biscuits. Do it. Because if you're eating good, healthy, nutritious foods and you're pushing out health and fitness and living that lifestyle, your team will elevate. When our guys and when their guys get in better shape, what happens? They have more confidence, they earn more money, they're more disciplined, they've got more energy. You having pizza and fucking crap food and donuts midday, you're just gonna crash. And everyone's checked out after that. What are they celebrating? Like, for me, when I look at an individual who is like really out of shape and they're rewarding themselves with crap and junk food, they shouldn't be. I would get yourself in good peak condition first, and then you deserve a pizza. If you've done a hard day's graft of working out, you've worked on your business, and you're in peak condition, you're in good shape, and you respect yourself, and you look at yourself and think, yeah, you know what? I'm a stud. Then great, have that pizza. But then people are like, oh, just live a little, you only live once. But would you not want to live the highest version of yourself all the time and be confident when you look in the mirror? So what we try and preach, all of the guys who are on board with us in the elite coaching level, is you've got to walk the walk and you've got to represent what should be the way to live. Eating healthy, being disciplined, working out, walking into that business and the room, in the staff room, in the kitchen, and being like, I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh, you want to eat some biscuits? Oh, cool. You're going to feel crap after that? Probably, yeah. All right, maybe remove that and let's get some healthy foods in. And he was finding it a little bit difficult to be honest with his employees, but that's the new level. That's when you're rising above the average demographic of entrepreneur and leader. When you're preaching to your team, no junk food, no shit. You don't need that. Go home and eat what you want, but in this territory, we're gonna be performing at a high level. And it takes a lot of balls to do that, then people can't do it. I had a call with Ben before, with AJ, went really well, to be honest. You can change up potentially the nutrition plan, guidance on what he needs to be doing. For sure. The goals don't change, it's just the foods changes. And then from there, build him a new plan. That's essentially what I'm gonna message him after this call, so he can still actually achieve his goal, which is getting a good, healthy spot in terms of body composition, yeah? sir.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. As easy as that. Comes to my door, takes 2 minutes to order, and then a minute to walk to my gate. This looks like a hell of a lot of food. So I order from this place quite a lot because I'm trying to eat a little bit more fish. It just digests a hell of a lot easier if you're eating a lot of red meat or the tougher protein sources. This is just better for me because I have struggled a lot with digestion and I really want to improve on my gut health. So 300 grams of barramundi. That's a fish out here in Bali, which is very popular. So very tasty. Yeah, so you got 300 grams. This is the second meal of the day. And then we've got some grilled asparagus. Again, asparagus, super low calories. And then I've got pak choy. Veggies again. When I want to get shredded, I just eat a shitload of veggies. We've got people out there demonizing vegetables, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. So usually this would come with no sauce. I did order no sauce, so they got that wrong. I'm in Bali, come on. And then we've got a watermelon salad, which is just watermelon with some dressing on. So, super low calorie, one of the lowest calorie fruits you can get. Vegetables, and then fish, yet again, for the amount of volume I can eat for that. It's very low fat, super palatable, very good for you as well. The only issue is with this place is it comes with always a little Balinese dessert when I order quite a lot of food, and usually I order quite a lot of food. And these little treats, coconut-filled, dreamy little balls, little pancakes, and they don't look that appetizing, but I sure am correct. Really good. So I'll probably have one of those and then give the rest to Bailey. And that's really it. Rinse and repeat every single day. I've dropped quite a lot of body fat in such a short period of time, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, this is it. Like, I'm working, meetings, calls. I'll order it on Gojek, which is just a delivery app. It'll come in 30 minutes. I'll sit behind my desk, eat. May take me 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm back on again. It's just the same shit all the time. This is what I do. This is my life, and I absolutely do love work. Am I addicted to work? Hell yeah. It comes with its pros and cons. More so, I would say pros than cons, but then again, I've really got to manage my stress and also try and just remove myself from trying to work every single second of the day, because it's just not good for your health. And why do you work so hard if you can't come away from it and enjoy different things in life, like travel, go to an island for a day, go out for lunch, breakfast? And I do. The way I've fragmented and built my life is I can do pretty much what I want. I really can do. A lot of the time I'll train in the morning, go out for breakfast with Bailey, I'll go out at night for dinner. It's everything I've created it in a specific way, and I've thought about it, what my dream life wanted to be, and I could picture it. I actually looked on my phone the other day and it came up with some notes from, how long ago was it? This is 2022. This is my goals from 2022 that I put down. 50K month, 10 coaches on board, psychologists on the team, retreat in Ibiza, CrossFit coach, get a place in Ibiza and Tulum, become a speaker and man the fuck up, own your own gym, headquarters, the best equipment, best testimonials, owned house, sauna, cold tub, gym, 4-bedroom, open plan, rural area, room to expand, Bentley. I must have liked a Bentley back then. Jungle Vibes house. That's crazy. Like a lot of that I've got right now. So it does work. A lot of it as well was going towards hitting a specific goal on here, like retreating in Ibiza. Back then I did put down a deposit for like this fucking sick villa in Ibiza. It had a tennis court, it had a huge gym, huge, underground. They used to host events and it was like pretty much a club. It was insane. And I put down, I think, 20 grand and I ended up pulling out. And I didn't even do it, I lost all my money. But then again, life lesson. I think it was before my brother died that. And then from there, I was like, nah, I can't be in Ibiza. I need to like just come away and travel and get out of this. So life definitely changes. What else have I got on there? You've got sauna, own house, cold tub, gym, 4-bed. This is a 5-bed, open plan, rural area, jungle vibes house. Fucking weird. This is literally everything. I forgot about this. A lot of the time, like people have this huge mind map of goals. I'll just write them down on my phone. And I know pretty much every day in the back of my head what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I'm heading, and what I need to do to facilitate that. Psychologist on the team. I've got a psychologist on the team. CrossFit coach. I think I've got 5 CrossFit coaches. Become a speaker. I always need to just work on becoming a better speaker because I suck at that. 10 coaches. I think I've got 27 coaches. 50K a month. I've definitely smashed that. So yeah, sick. Celebrate those wins, guys. Do it. Write down your goals and then work tremendously hard to achieve it. For me, I see other business owners who are kind of stuck in a place of they can't really do much besides stay there where their business is at. I never wanted to be able to do that. My goal was to travel, to have my team travel with me. I've got 4 guys out here right now in Bali. Potentially I'm sometimes thinking about getting some sort of headquarters here. I don't know. It would be good to just go into there, have a little bit of gym equipment in there, potentially film, stuff like that. Do I want a gym? Things have changed. Like in Bali, there's so many gyms popping up. I just don't want to do that right now. It's not going to fulfill me. Yeah, maybe in the future, maybe in the next 5, 10 years, I don't even know. But there's definitely a dream that all fitness coaches and guys have of building their own gym. And one of the biggest reasons I've not got a gym, I did when I was 18 with a friend who was in his 50s. Go looking for gyms, we sourced the equipment, we knew what we were going to buy. I nearly did. Literally nearly did. And if I did that, my life would have been completely different. It would have been probably great, but it just goes to show I just had this feeling it just wasn't right. It wasn't the right time and I wasn't ready for it. But I nearly did it. But the gym I worked in, he really struggled, the owner. I think he had 250 clients, all paying a £20 per client. Behind the gym, the setup is protein shakes. You're not really selling much there. It was a backstreet gym, didn't make much money. He said to me, never get a gym. Of course, there's plenty of gyms out there who make a shitload of money. They do, but he ingrained that in my head and I was like, I'm gonna go online. So all these little steps added up to me envisioning where I wanted to go, that now I look back, I'm like, shit, all these little steps, all these little moments in time really allowed me to point me in the right direction, whether it was good at the time, I thought it was good, or whether at the time it was fucking hell, and I thought this was it, I'm not going to be able to achieve that goal. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. Let's get back into it. Wow.
You make your little bear swing, swing, swing. It's so fun to go on.
Hey. She's growing up so fast. She's pretty much 6 months, nearly now.
Can you shake your head no?
6 months on the 13th this month.
No.
That's crazy.
How about in the
Yeah, just in here watching some TV. This is what I like to watch now, guys.
Little bear in the bath.
Hey.
Put him in the bath.
If I can spend a few hours with her every day,
He's in the bath.
I'm so happy.
You have an
If I don't,
amazing imagination.
and I don't spend enough time with her,
Let's take out
I
our
don't know, I just feel
sponge
weird.
and pretend that it's a washcloth. And we're washing the little
But,
bear.
like,
Wash, wash,
we have a nanny come round and help
Good
out.
job.
It's so good.
Wash, wash,
I don't know what
wash.
I'd be able to
And
do
now we're rinsing.
if not.
Rinse, rinse.
Just takes that pressure off,
Now
especially because I work from
we need
home.
to wrap our little
So,
bear in a towel.
oh,
What can we use
Ooh.
for a towel?
this is Ziggy, my new cat. Now, I never thought I'd have an animal, but this is my rescued cat. I rescued him last night at KFC. I did go to McDonald's, had deep fried chicken. Then I went to KFC, had deep fried chicken. And this little guy came over and I fed him the chicken skin. And he's been battered, he's been bruised, he's got many scars. He's a little puppy, little kitten. And now he's here. Don't ask me why, I don't know, I just felt like I fell in love with this cat. And he's literally got here last night, no joke. So, anyway, I think that's enough for today. Are you gonna say bye-bye? Hey. He's got massive balls, but a small cock. Just like me. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.